All right, so the finals of YCS Sydney 2026 is Jesse against Dom, Branded Dracotail against Radiant Typhoon. I missed who's going first, but I guess we'll see in a second. Dom is going first. Okay, Noble Knight's Shield Bearer. That is going to be a good starter for Radiant Typhoon. However, it is also the worst starter into Droll and Lockbird, and we did see Jesse on Droll. He does have Droll. Okay. Well then. Well then. That's kind of messed up, to be honest. That's pretty bad. That's really bad. Wait, is that called by the grave? The third card in hand? I can't quite tell. Hand cam's too small. There's no way it's called by. That card would have already been activated. It looked like called by for a second. Radiant Typhoon have no lines under Droll. Radiant Typhoon has lines under Droll, but not with this hand. It looks like the way you would play around Droll and Lockbird is usually by like using Crocea in the draw phase. Like let's say you have a quick play spell and Crocea, you can activate the quick play in draw phase, special Crocea. That way you do a lot of your searching before the main phase. But if you start with Noble Knight's Shield Bearer, that means you have no way to play around Droll. That is the worst starter into Droll and Lockbird by far. Three set pass. Okay. Okay. Jesse draws for... Ooh, I see Ketu. I see White Albaz. All right, White Albaz, send Albion. Albion effect. Special Ecclesia. Nothing here. We allow the Synchro 8. This means no branded fusion, which I guess is good. And I think Ecclesia has activated the effect. Ah, that's okay. Fall into Virtuous. That is going to stop the Ecclesia from tagging out, because it does have to successfully banish itself to summon one from the deck. It does put it in the graveyard though, so Jesse now has the option, if he wants to sacrifice the Albion search in the end phase, he can go after another set card, right? I think with Ecclesia and the Dark Dragon, it's not like one of the two effects per turn. I think you can use both. So you can still use it now to bounce one of the set cards, but it would eliminate your follow-up in the end phase. That is Jesse Cotton, yeah. Even though on the top 8 standings earlier, they had him as Jesse Colton, which I thought was funny. My favorite duel is Jesse Colton. All right, Ketu Dracotail, and at this point, I guess Dom is happy that he's got no cards on the field, no monsters on the field. Hallelujah! Thank you for the 10 months. Welcome back. Appreciate that. I see an Ash Blossom in Dom's hand. I don't know what the set cards are, but he does have... We know Eldam and Ash. We can see Ash in hand, so... Thinking about ashing this Ketu. It does not threaten a fusion summon, but it does threaten to get Jesse into a guaranteed play with, like, Lucius. So Ash on Ketu is the play here for Dom. And Jesse follows it up with a Rahu. Okay, dude. We just draw Droll, White Albaz, Ketu, Rahu like it's nothing. Okay. Yeah, one of the sets is MST. We know that one of the sets is MST. Oh, the monster from hand for Jesse is another White Dragon. It looks like Jesse has not drawn a Dracotail name. That makes this a lot worse. I'd be shocked if it's not Urgula here. Lucius. Okay. We are not popping a back row. Do we just not care about the back rows from Radiant Typhoon? Because we could have bounced one or shuffled one with Ecclesia in the grave, and we also could have Urgula here, but we're not going for it. We're going Arthalion to add back Lucius. At this point, Dom knows that the card in hand is not a Dracotail. It could still be non-engine, but it cannot be a Dracotail. Didn't normal yet, yeah. But this is... We're setting Flame. We know there's an MST for Dom. We know one of the sets is MST, so this Flame is not going to survive the turn if Dom doesn't want to. And now Lucius is the normal summon. And now Dom... Oh, the other one's Droplet. Okay. Oh, that... Ooh, okay. Droplet negate the Lucius. So we're cutting Jesse off of Dracotail plays. Jesse is locked into level 8 Fusion and Synchro, so no Link here either. The card in hand is not a Dracotail monster. So we're just going to swing for 39 here. And then Dom has a follow-up Eldam. Plus the search for Fallen at the Virtuous. So he's still in this. Doesn't really get anywhere with just Urgula. Yeah. I feel like though, if you want to make this play, I feel like you should use the Ecclesia to bounce one of the back rows, because you know the card in hand is Eldam. You know one of the two sets is MST. So there's two scenarios, right? If you go Ecclesia hit the MST, then they cannot send the MST for Droplet anymore. So if they have Droplet, they have to Droplet away the last follow-up in hand, and you get to keep your Flame. And if you hit the unknown set, then there's just MST and Eldam, right? And then the Lucius normal summon just cooks, I feel like. Okay, well, okay. The Fallen against Radiant is also only mid in this game state. The one thing it does for Jesse here is it guarantees the win on the next turn, because it gives him Branded Fusion. Right? Like if he doesn't get owned this next turn by this Eldam, then I think he is winning. Synchro Ecclesia is Ignition. The Graveyard effect is Ignition, yes. Alright, so both get a Fallen at the Virtuous. But at the very minimum, Dom has Eldam effect, Search Crocea, activate Fallen, and then Special Crocea, right? Which is a pretty strong push. This is it's going to be a pretty strong push for Dom regardless. Draw. If he draws, oh, that's Crocea. He just drew Crocea like it's nothing. Nah. Ooh, Jesse has hard draw Sting. Ooh, that's annoying. There's only one MST. Nah, but top deck Crocea is nasty. Top deck Crocea. I think top deck Crocea is super nasty here. Unless Jesse draws like Ash here. I couldn't see what that was. Oh my god, top deck Crocea is nasty. So the set for Jesse is his own copy of Fallen and the Virtuous. Dom can no longer special summon the Radiant Typhoon monsters because the MST got banished. You do play 3 MSTs, yes, but for the moment he doesn't have one in the grave. He can get more later, but he can't start special summoning right now. Okay, Fallen and the Virtuous. I feel like at this point Jesse knows. At this point Jesse knows what's happening. He knows there's no reason to activate this right now. if you didn't draw Crocea, I feel like. That's crazy. I guess it could be Varurun or Onyx, but you wouldn't do it. You know, you would not do this if you didn't draw Crocea. Yeah. Oh my god. And it resolves. Didn't draw Ash or Bell. Add space. The new Radiant Typhoon support needs to give recycling from Banished. That'd be perfect. Actually, I like when decks have small weaknesses like this. I actually think it's fine. I don't think every single wave of support needs to patch every single weakness of a deck. Like when they made Star Ryzeal to cover the weakness of Duo Drive being a choke point. I think this deck obviously is good enough already. I think the deck is completely fine. And I think it's reasonable that it has small little loopholes. Like if you banish one of the big guys, it's gone forever. I think that's reasonable. I don't think every Yu-Gi-Oh deck needs to be perfect in every aspect of the game. You know, decks need weaknesses that you can exploit. That makes for skill expression. Look, this deck is in the finals of the YCS. It's Rindbrum again. I think it's likely winning this game. So it's going to be up a game in the finals of the YCS. It does not need further support. It's completely fine, Radiant Typhoon. Oh, the Varurun is in hand. Okay, I was wondering why I was chilling over there. Okay, so we added MST and Varurun with Crocea. Okay. So we bring out Varurun after the MST. We now special Eldam. Jesse does have Ecclesia. Okay, Ecclesia activates. Varurun can now negate it. I guess this is an interesting decision. Okay, we do negate it. I mean, I think at this point you're not worried about a hand trap, right? Like there's no way Jesse has Ash or Droll. Those would have been used already, I think. Actually, Droll, the Crocea might have been draw phase. Maybe Droll is possible, but it'd be the one of like, because one Droll is already gone. So we're calling the bluff. We're negating the Ecclesia. Nibiru could be something that you could be worried about. Nibiru is genuinely a card that some Dracotails play now. Alright, Swen searches Chant. There was, in fact, no Droll after the Eldam. So what else could Jesse have to save him here? I mean, it's not over yet. Like, Radiant Typhoon doesn't have that much yet. You still have to... You have to make the Link 2 now, grab MST, then activate the quick play you just added, probably self-MST it, and then get the trap, and then go from there. The cool thing is you can link off the Varurun and it'll come back because you're going to activate MST. Okay, Link 2, there it is. There is... Add MST from deck. That is going to put a second MST in the grave eventually. That way Varurun is negate and destroy. We have Chant to add a monster. We do not self-MST. We add Megala. Ah, because we want to trigger Megala with this MST. Okay, so we're gonna self MST the trap. But first, we're gonna draw a card. Yeah. Putting back Droplet, Fallen and the Virtuous, and Radiant Typhoon Chant. I love the fact that this deck can cycle Radiant, the Fallen and the Virtuous. You can use more than 3 in this deck because you can put it back with the trap, and then you can also recycle the extra deck stuff with Ecclesia's Graveyard Effect. All right, draw 1 for Mandate. Ooh, another Swen. That's not helpful. Drawing a card is a Josh certified play. Yes, I approve of this message. Okay, we're gonna have to self MST the trap. I guess they were hoping to draw a quick play spell to MST that instead to you know, do that, but that's fine. The trap, it resets itself anyways. It's free. Here's Megala. We can use the Varu rune, like the Link monster, to put the Ecclesia in the spell trap zone. I feel like that is very annoying for Jesse right now, because it's really, I don't even know if it's possible to get it out. I guess you can Urgula pop it if you want it back in the grave. Now we go for the self MST on Mandate. The only weird part about this is that we are out of quick play spells for now, right? We have no quick play spell. The only thing we're getting is end phase. We're getting another Fallen and the Virtuous, which is good, but we don't have any Radiant Typhoon quick plays. All right, Varurun is back and Phonix is here. Doesn't Urgula pop only opponent's spell traps? No. Urgula and Pan can pop everywhere on the field. Mululu can only negate opponent's cards. Okay, thinking about using Varurun to place the Ecclesia, but I think they decided against it for now. Oh, they used it. Okay, yep, there it goes. Normal summon Swen. We make the Wind Charmer. We steal... What wind monster? Ah, Droll. Yeah, we steal the Droll and then we link it off. We make the Doom Eagle, which is a graveyard shuffle. Okay. Phonix is gonna swing over the Arthalion. It's buffed because of the trap. This swings, and now we can use the Doom Eagle to interrupt the graveyard a little bit as well. This is a really good spot for Radiant Typhoon. This is an awesome game so far. I'm enjoying this one a lot. We are lucky as viewers who are interested in seeing a good game. We're lucky that Jesse's hand wasn't that crazy after the Droll and Lockbird. If he had one Dracotail in hand to fuse with the Rahu, the game would already be over. And also the Crocea top deck was insane for Dom. But after that Droll and Lockbird, Dom needed to get a little lucky to stay in this one. It's always good between Radiant Typhoon and Dracotail. This game had the potential to be not great because the Droll and Lockbird. But the fact that Jesse's hand wasn't that great to capitalize on skipping the turn was good for Dom. And he packs it up. Okay. Radiant Typhoon takes game 1 after a massive Drolan Lockbird, but Jesse couldn't follow it up with... I mean, the hand wasn't bad, right? It was Ketu, Rahu, and the Fallen of White, but Ketu got ashed, and for Rahu, he just didn't have a Dracotail. So it was not the ideal hand. It was not bad, but it was not ideal. And then also some decisions were made. I think some of the decisions that Jesse made were not mistakes, but he could have played around Drop. If he used the Ecclesia in the grave, he would have played around Drop and probably won. But maybe that's worse into other cards, which is why he didn't do it. Any idea when the TCG gets the new OCG ritual? No, we don't know yet. We only have guesses, which people in the chat have been saying. But we don't have a confirmed date yet, I don't think. All right, game 2. Jesse needs to win this one to stay in this. If Dom wins this one, he's winning the YCS. So let's see. Jesse is starting off with... Oh, that's a big 5 mana. Triple Dracotail this time. All the Dracotail names he didn't have in game 1, he has in game 2. So we're fusing Phyrexial, 5 mana, and Urgula to make an Arthalion. So this is going to be a fat Dracotail opener. We're going to have all 3 traps for sure this time. We're going to add those 3 back to the hand, and we're going to set 3 traps. Ketu. Rahu. Flame. This feels a little weak to Ash on Rahu. Maybe it's fine. Are there any OP floodgates in Dracotail's extra deck for when you have every engine piece? I guess the closest is Secretarion Dragon, which stops your opponent from activating special summoned dragons or spellcasters. I think that's the only card in Dracotail that could be considered a floodgate. They might play some unsearchable ones, like, but that's not really a Dracotail thing, right? Like some people play, yeah, some people play Mistaken Arrest in the side deck. Some people play Invader of Darkness. Oh, Dom does have Ash Blossom. Dom does have Ash Blossom, but decides not to Ash the Rahu. There's the Rainbow Magician. Yeah, there's also Rainbow Magician. This board gets cooked by a decent Radiant Typhoon hand. That's sometimes. Oh, also Jesse drew Sting, I believe, because he's not setting it here. Sometimes Radiant Typhoon or a Dracotail, sometimes if you don't open Albaz, you just make the pure Dracotail end board now, like this one, this instance here. And this is definitely beatable. It's not easy, because still a solid opener. I mean, we got all 3 traps. We got Gulamel, we got 5 mana in hand, we got Molulu on the board. This is a good board. This is a good board for Dracotail, but no Albaz in the mix, which not only means less interruptions, but also less follow-up. What is the hand? I see Fallen and the Virtuous. I saw Ash. I saw Purge. I saw Droplet. Wait, Ash, Purge, Droplet? Ash, Purge, Droplet negates all the traps. Ash, Purge, Droplet. Onyx? Oh, he doesn't have Engine. He has... Oh, he's got Varurun and Phonix. If he has one real starter, I think Jesse's cooked. But I think he doesn't have a starter. He's got Phonics and Varurun, which is not good enough. That's the two one-ofs. So he's got, yeah, his hand is Phonics, Varurun, Fallen the Virtuous, Droplet, Ash Purge, which can counter all of Jesse's traps, but cannot play the game. Oh, that's unfortunate. Maybe you can outlast, though. Maybe you can outlast Dracotail here, because Dracotail doesn't have Albaz, so maybe you can somehow just negate the traps and keep Jesse out of the resource loop. I don't know if Jesse is playing Shaolus. We haven't seen it yet. We summon Phonics in attack mode. I mean, why not? We can negate Horn anyways. How's it going? How's your regional? I'm doing well, thank you for asking. My regional was okay. I went 7-3. I didn't get many points. I got some, but not many. Okay, I think the Phonics is attacking the Gulamel. I wonder if Jesse cares about this. I mean, Jesse doesn't know that Dom can't really play. I mean, at the moment, Jesse has one Dracotail spell left in the deck. He's only got one more Rahu, because his sets are 3 Dracotail traps and Rahu, so there's only one more Rahu in the deck, which means Jesse can only activate one more Dracotail graveyard effect. Literally one more. You play any other regionals next week? Next week, no. Next week I have Challenger Cups, which means streams on both days, I think. Okay, hold up. So the hand is Droplet, Varurun, Ash Purge. Can you make anything happen with the Droplet? Because you can theoretically go Droplet, send a trap to make Jesse unable to respond with a trap card so that the Phonics triggers. But then when you activate the Phonics, they can chain the traps. And you don't want to shuffle back the traps into the deck because, yeah. But you also don't want to set Droplet, because if you set Droplet, you open yourself up to by mana fuse away Urgula, because you know Jesse has Urgula in hand because it was added back with Arthalion. You don't want to open yourself up to that. Unironically, I think you just pass. I think you just pass, end phase, get another copy of the Fallen and the Virtuous, and call it a day. I think all the Droplet plays just don't make sense. They don't get you anywhere. I think you just pass, and you hope that you get through it, because Jesse's grind game is going to fall apart after you negate all 3 traps. Okay, Droplet send trap. He does go... I don't see where this goes, though. I don't see how this is winning. I feel like this loses known. I think you just go end phase. Hold the Droplet in hand so that Urgula can't pop anything if Jesse goes 5 mana, fuse away Urgula. Because this is not winning. Because, like, the problem now is, a moment ago, we still had 3 counters for all 3 Dracotail traps. Now, we have 1 counter and there still is 3 Dracotail traps. And we're shuffling in Dracotail traps with Phonics right now. Also, this, I think we targeted Horn and Sting, which are the 2 chainables. Nah, now it's cooked. This game's over. Flame and Sting? Maybe we targeted Flame and Sting, yeah. But now Sting, yeah, Sting banishes Albion now. And if you ash that, nah. Jesse was probably always going to banish Albion if we try to go in phase. Yeah, but we have Purge and Ash for that. Like, that's fine. He activates Sting, we Ash it. Fine. If he goes 5 mana, fine too. We have Droplet for that. If he doesn't, then we go to end phase and we still have Purge and Fallen into Virtuous to defend ourselves. Because now we Ash Horn and 5 mana ends the game. Why did Jesse shuffle the deck? The card he put back is supposed to stay at the bottom. No, he resolves the phonics of his opponent that shuffled in Dracotail Flame. Yeah, now the game's over. I feel like that game was winnable if Dom just went to the end phase. Just call end phase and hope you survive a turn. Honestly, it's not that unlikely that you survive because Jesse is out of Dracotail spell traps very soon. Okay, I guess it comes down to game 3. I guess it all comes down to game 3. Let's see. We're using fast forward technique. Oh, don't die on me now, stream. Okay. Out of Extravagance. Good start. Based Mulcharmy sleeves. Reminder. You can pick up the Mulcharmy sleeves from Young Cards using Josh 10 for 10% off. Although I don't know if you can at the moment because they always sell out really quickly. But then you can get other OCG sleeves, I guess. All right, we draw 2. It does not get ashed. Wonderful. Draws 2 spells. Ooh, that's another Extravagance there. Ah, he's got roll again. Droll game 1, droll game 3. Okay. How bad is it this time? I'm trying to see the hand. I can't really... I see Ash Blossom. I see another Extrav. I think that's Sheena. I see Chant. Hand shuffling too quick. I can't tell. We're chaining Chant to the Droll. I had MST. Disgusting semi-limit. It's so whack, right? It's like semi-limiting it is like acknowledging it's a problem, but not willing to solve the problem, right? Because it still happens so often. I got drolled so much yesterday at my regional. Crocea add back Chant from the graveyard. Still works under droll. Only has to add back 1. It was really cool to meet you at the WCQ yesterday. Thank you. It was nice meeting you too. Okay, we have Megala self MST. We're gonna reset the Chant and we're gonna summon one from the deck, probably Vavurun. This is still, this opener is a lot better into droll than the one turn in game 1. This is why I meant like opening with Shield Bearer is by far the worst. But of course, Dom was also fortunate enough to open the Crocea. So here's Vavurun. The rise of Mistaken Arrest in side decks should show that the droll semi-limit didn't really do anything. Both of those cards should be banned, honestly. I mean, there's more cards that should be banned, but yeah. Both of those cards are disgusting. Alright, add back MST from the grave with the link 2. We link off the Vavurun because once we activate MST, it is going to come back again. We are not going to activate MST yet, though. We want to use it on the opponent's turn. I mean, we can't draw with the trap anyways. So fair enough, I guess. Okay. This way we can use it to trigger the Megala. Are we going to fire something off in draw phase? It feels like a reasonable thing to pop off in draw phase here. Because, like, let's say you activate Chant here. Then you can get the trap. You can get Megala summon Phonics. I feel like that's okay. Ooh, Pancratops punishes the decision not to do it in the draw phase, because now if we activate a quick play spell, Pancratops can chain to pop Megala or this. Wait, Albaz also punishes it. Now Albaz is on the chain to fuse with the Link monster, and you won't get its effect because you're too slow now. Oh shit. So Albaz answers the Link monster, Pancratops answers the Megala, and you got no disruptions except for one Varurun. Oh, Sheena is nasty though. Sheena is a nasty card here. Oh god. We are preventing the Albaz, and we are forcing the Pancratops immediately. And Jesse, I mean, normal summon Albaz is not your dream opener going second, right? But like, I guess what Jesse needs is a spell like Ketu or Rahu or Branded Fusion. However, I already saw in Dom's hand he's got Ash. He's got Ash. Jesse needs like 5 mana. If Jesse doesn't have 5 mana or 2 spells, of course, he could have Rahu Ketu or Rahu Branded Fusion or something. But if he doesn't have 2 plays here, I think he's cooked. I think that Sheena goes crazy. Jesse's hand needs to be insane here to play through Ash Blossom. Ash going first, winning the game again. I mean, oh yeah, well, you know how it goes at this point. All right, Varurun. Yeah, I think this is end phase. I think it's Jover. I think Jesse lost. Dude. Yeah, he's drawing for turn. There's no way this is not game. There's 0% that is not game. We already have Sheena on the board. We have Varurun for any hand traps. We know one of the cards in hand is Albaz. Dom has Ash Blossom for backup, even if somehow, miraculously, the game doesn't end this turn. There's an Ash Blossom covering the follow-up. Jesse clearly didn't have a play this last turn, because he didn't know about the Ash Blossom. Jesse Colton will not win his first YCS, yeah. Sad. Dude. That's crazy. I honestly thought Jesse was gonna win at least one of the 2 games with Droll going second. This game 3 showcases one thing really well, which is that they have been designing around those cards a little bit more recently. Like, this game was only won because Radiant Typhoon actually has a bunch of effects that work under Droll because they can add from deck or grave. It's the only reason why this even somehow worked out. If we've learned anything, it's that Droll is bad. That's also a problem with Droll, is that Droll in Lockbird sometimes is bad, yes. Sometimes it's a bad card. But one thing about the card is that it just doesn't have any skill expression. Whether the card is good or not is not in the hands of the player. It's really just, does your opening hand happen to play around Droll, or does it get fucked by Droll? Because there's both cases. Sometimes Droll completely messes you up, and sometimes Droll is fine. And all it depends on is how lucky you are. that is not good design either. Like if the card only auto wins 50% of the time and the other 50% of the time it's bad, that doesn't make it a healthy card. Because sometimes you don't care about it, and then it feels really bad for your opponent to play, and then sometimes it feels really bad for you to play. It's like it always feels bad for someone, is the thing, right? Great fly, my goat! Yeah, that's just game. I don't know if it's already game. Crocia 27. I don't know. Sheena is 29. Yeah, it's game. All right. Droplet, Urgula. Yeah, no engine. Droplet, Urgula, Droll, Albaz, Macrotops. Yeah. That sucks. Oh well. This is the thing. Jesse had Droll game 1 and game 3, and it was pretty good both times. It was really broken game 1. In game 3, it was just okay. His hands were not great both times. Game 1, his hand was better because he had Rahu, Ketu, White, Albaz, but he was desperately missing a Dracotail in hand, and Ash Blossom denied him that. And then he couldn't play the game properly. He could play a little bit with the Rahu. It was fine, but not enough. And then the Crocia top deck was crazy. And then game 3, his hand was just ass. It was garbage. And Radiant Typhoon had follow-up under draw, so it was... okay. Radiant Typhoon wins. YCS Sidney. Jesse Colton gets second. Still pretty good. Congratulations to both duelists. And yeah, I guess it's good to see that not everything is now Dragoon slop. That is one thing I was a little worried about. Also for my regional yesterday, I wasn't sure how many people were going to show up with like Dragoon yummy or whatever, right? So it's good to see that the good old Radiant Typhoon and Dracotail are still here. But yeah, okay. And honestly, from watching this entire thing, of course, I didn't have the commentary on because their mics were pretty quiet. But all things considered, I would much rather have this type of stream than no stream at all. I know the quality wasn't better or as good, not even close to the quality of like the EU YCSs or NA YCSs, but it was fine. I was able to watch all the games. I saw what was going on. There wasn't any major issues with it. Like, yeah, sure, the camera quality could be a little better. The hand cameras, I couldn't always tell what was in their hands, but all things considered, you know, I still can watch Yu-Gi-Oh from a YCS, which is good. You know, they should probably do the same thing at the very minimum for like all the LATAM YCSs, right? Because those don't have any stream at all. And I feel like doing like a bare minimum thing like this would still be better than not having a stream at all. Because I would really like to see what's going on in those tournaments as well. And yeah, I mean, it's always interesting. Even if the quality isn't perfect, it's always interesting to see YCS level Yu-Gi-Oh! So I was still happy this existed. Just to get that out there, because I saw a lot of people complaining about the stream online. And I agree, when I tuned into the stream on Friday, in the beginning, it was pretty rough. You know, like the quality on Friday, well, Saturday, technically. For me, it was Friday because time zone difference. On that day, on the first day, it was pretty rough. But yeah, people were saying don't stream if it's like this. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like some people were saying like, oh, if it's this bad, then they should not stream it at all. And I disagree with that. Like, I agree it should be better. I would love it to be better, but this is better than no stream. Always. It's always better to put attention even on the smaller regions that also play Yu-Gi-Oh, right? And if it means this is the stream we get, then I'll take it. But yeah. I felt that by Sunday the stream got much better. Whatever we just watched was completely fine.